I started on this drawing outside and the sun was setting and soon it was too dark to see anymore, so I came inside and started the time lapse. What I'm showing you here is the process of how I did the other two. I start off with the grid method to place the rough placement of his head and features, and then I use something that's similar to the Loomis method to correlate each feature to each other. And I'm going ahead and developing this more than the others. Sometimes likeness doesn't come until I get some shadows and depth in his face. Here I'm using charcoal pencils and a smudging tool to get those shadows really smooth and quickly on the face. And you'll see here shortly, I take my charcoal pencil and I start drawing around the edges of it, and I'm doing this because those are some of the darkest blacks on the paper, and I need some of that charcoal to be picked up on my smudger tool so that I can continue to shade the areas. As I lose pigment on my smudging tool, I need to reapply it. So I'm actually using that tool as a drawing tool to put down the pigment, not just smear or smudge what is there. I'm actually using it to draw. I'm starting on this girl's portrait by going in with the smudging tool first, and I just kind of experimenting with this, but I really like how it turned out. I feel like I got the likeness really quickly, doing the shadows first, and then I'm going in with a pencil and kind of putting down those features with a little bit clearer line and really bringing them out. But I liked this approach. I feel like it was a lot faster than the other ones to nail her likeness and already have the shadows down. Here I start the hardest part of the portrait, trying to get the mom's features here. She has much more elusive likeness, and some of these shadows are just so tiny, and I'm using, a pretty decently big blunt tool for the smudging, and the erasers are just, they only get so fine. I'm trying to get little highlights in the right spots, and I'm really struggling with the size of this portrait. I think it would have been a lot better if I could have had it twice the size. But ultimately at the end, I really like how it looked, but I had to work on it quite a bit, and I think it could have been better. But next time I'm gonna definitely draw on a bigger scale. Here I start putting on white highlights with the white charcoal pencil. This is because I'm on toned paper. To get highlights lighter than that toned paper, I do need to lighten it with the chalk. So I go at it, but I'm not really loving the way it's looking. It's kind of coming off a little blue to me in a lot of areas. And I end up kind of erasing, for the most part, at least picking off some of that pigment and toning it back a bit, because I don't really like how it's looking at this point, but you'll see the final result. My camera dies shortly, but I'm close to finished and just have a few final little tweaks I finish up. But let me know in the comment section what you think. I think that it turned out pretty awesome.